What's happening, guys? Today is an exciting day. It's time to test my fitness, but this isn't just any test. Today I'm pushing hard on the bike with a step test and lactate testing to measure my real endurance thresholds. This is key to training smarter, riding faster and crushing my triathlon bike times. Stick around and learn how you can improve your own bike performance and become faster in your next triathlon or bike race.
What is happening, YouTube? I hope you guys are well. Today's training, we're gonna be starting my new training block, which lasts 3 weeks. Session number 1 is gonna be the bike RAM test, where we test with lactate my LT1 and LT2. That means the aerobic threshold and anaerobic threshold. Very relevant for your cycle training, so you know your zones and what to work on. Then we do a 5K swim for lunch, and in the evening a VO2 max run as well. But let's get locked in with the bike test first. Super excited for that one. I'm gonna push it nicely, but let's get cracking. So we're gonna be doing a 10-minute warm-up first. It's really just getting the blood flowing, 150 watts, super easy. And then we go into the first 5-minute step at 180 watts and then increase by 30 watts until I can't turn the legs over anymore. So in between the steps, after each 5 minutes, we take a lactate test. Afterwards, I send it to my mentor, elite physiologist Elias. He will analyze and stay until the end of the video for the results.
Alright guys, it's now the day after the test. I got the results back from my mentor and physiologist. Let's have a look. So overall, it has been a really good improvement since my last test, which has been a bit over 2 months ago. I have a 30 watts increase in my thresholds, which I'm really happy with. So my LT1 aerobic threshold training range will be 270 to 300 watts. And my LT2 anaerobic threshold range will be 350 watts. My threshold is a bit higher than that, it's probably 370, 380 in that range, or it is, but for training targets, it's a bit lower. So just a quick heads up for you guys that don't know, LT1 and LT2, what that is. So basically LT1 tells me how efficiently I can ride over long distances without fatiguing. So it's an aerobic threshold. It shouldn't be too hard, there's no real strong lactic acid buildup yet, and that's really key for endurance riding to know that value. So then LT2, which is the anaerobic threshold, that's kind of the one when you run. That's like a 10K time trial basically, or on the bike like this 1 hour effort. So it's pretty hard, you got some lactate acid buildup, you know, the burn in your legs, but it's just on that sweet spot that you can maintain it with pushing really hard for 1 hour. So knowing these two thresholds is really key for structuring my training, or anybody's training really, because then you really know how to train the aerobic system, which for my sport it's 4 to 8 hours in duration. It's really good that you have a strong aerobic engine because it's a long day. So what's next in my training block? I'll be switching off my key sessions. One of the key bike sessions will be a threshold session, will be 4 to 6 times 10 minutes at this 350 watts range, as I said, all in air position. The other key session will be also overall on threshold, but it's a bit over unders. For some of the people that know, it's this 30 seconds, so 4 times 10 minutes of 30 seconds over this LT2, 420 watts, and 30 seconds under, so 220 watts. Outside of that, I'll be building some LT1 work, so this 270 watt range in my endurance ride-in, so that's also an extra endurance stimulus. So as you guys know, I've been working on the higher ends, so the VO2 and the low end really, and now we're going a bit closer towards the season, so we want to fill that middle part that is more closer to race pace for half Ironman and Ironman. Start to build that a bit. It's only February now, it's early days, but starting a little bit in that direction. If you guys at home want to do a test like that, I recommend checking out in your local area, just like a physiologist that can check it, lactate profile test. It's really basic, shouldn't be too expensive, don't have to have the fancy ones. Or if you don't have the option or finances to do that, you can always head over to Swift and do a RAM test. I highly recommend the RAM test over the 20-minute test, because I believe the 20-minute test just mentally it's too much, it's not repeatable a lot, and people probably chicken out a lot, so you will never have the proper targets. But a RAM test like I did today, very similar on Swift. Yes, you don't have lactate, but you get a good estimate of your FTP threshold number, which you can use for your bike training. So your second threshold, as I mentioned before, the LT2, you get that one fairly accurately with a Swift RAM test. Check it out. If you're curious for more behind the scenes content that actually directly supports my journey to do this full time for just $5 a month, you can head over to the YouTube channel page. There will be all the full data lactate breakdown of this test, and every single data you can imagine about my journey will be on there. Exclusive content, daily content. Any of you guys that are joined in there, here's a list of the people that are in there. Thanks so much. I'll do my best in that community as well, the endurance community, to give back and help you guys as well with my knowledge, what I learned, and anything I can do to help. Also, I offer coaching for triathlon or swim, bike, run. If you want to check that out, head over to my website, link in description. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Lots more content coming every single week. I do my best to follow my journey and share it with you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.